What is up, everyone? This is James with Games Etc. And today we will actually start a new series. This time it's about a game called SimAirport. This game is currently in Steam Early Access. I've played this game a little bit behind the scenes just to see what I think of it. So far, I do like it pretty well. A few things about the game. Of course, you have this little window that has "Welcome to SimAirport Early Access." Then, of course, it has if you experience any bugs in the game, to visit the Steam community forum or send them an email. Also, they have a little bit about the game as far as some of the keys, some of the buttons used, as well as a little bit about the areas. In the bottom left is the primary building tools. In order to rotate objects, of course, you press R or use R. Escape to cancel. Top middle up here is the airlines icon for airline contracts and flights. So you click that, you have all of these. Also, it shows the level of interest that the airlines have in your airport. In order to get additional flights, then you would also upgrade the runway, as well as assign queues. I'll show you that here in a minute. Then the game controls are 1 through 3 on the keyboard. Spacebar pauses the game. So I used spacebar and it paused. Pressed spacebar again and it's 1x speed. But for now, I'm going to keep it paused. Okay. And of course, you can also use the mouse wheel. If you use a mouse that has the scroll wheel, you press in on that and click the middle mouse wheel. That will also rotate the items. Or just use the R key. Then zoom in. To zoom in, of course, it's the equal. Anyways, to zoom with minus and the equal keys. I typically just use the scroll wheel on the mouse. For me, it just makes it a little easier to use. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to close this window. When you basically open up the game, this is what you see. This map right here. From this line over, down to this line. It's really not a very good setup the way they have it designed for this airport. Typically what I do is wait until I get enough money, then change everything on it. But this is what they use to start the game with. Because this game is currently in the early access, alpha stage and all, there are some things that are not included in the game. Also, to let you know, this game is available on Steam, which obviously is Steam Early Access. So, let me show you one of the airports I'm currently working on off camera, just to show some of the stuff I'm doing with it. So keep in mind the size of this area. So I'll select menu, load a game, games test, that's all I have for the name. Wait for it to load. Loading. Almost there. Couple minutes more. By the way, I do wish that this time was different. Wish it was actually current and not stuck on. I'm not sure if it's April the 1st or January 4th. But here we are. Ta-da! This is the map that map, airport, whichever you want to call it. This is what I'm currently working on myself. So as we see, there's a huge difference in the type, and it's amazing. Compared to the one you just saw, this one is ginormous, I guess you could say that. It's set up with a large drop-off area and pickup area as well. If it seems a bit framey, that's actually the way that my computer is running the game for now. Let me check something. Okay. I'm going to research road building. That way I can make this a little bit bigger. Add additional lanes. So anyways, let's zoom in. Try and go over here. Yes, that's quite a bit of traffic. One thing I'm going to do is mute the volume down. In order to do that, the audio will cut out for a moment from the game. That's because when you click outside of the window, it mutes. Okay, let me try it again. That's better. Okay, now we can continue. As you can see, this is a large area just for drop-offs. And all of this I have as a sidewalk. So, it's pretty cool. Anyways, the way that I have it set up, you come in, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 ticketing desks. So let's watch this crowd. We come running in. Oh no, where's our flight? Which do we need to do? Okay, we know where we need to go. Let's go and get our tickets. Sign in. Okay. We come running in. They will head to the proper ticketing desks. Then from there, they will go through security. Yes, all of these people already have the tickets, so they're heading on to security. This is one of the restroom areas that I included. The reason why I have this particular restroom here is because for people that just get to the airport, this is, in air quotes, a non-secured restroom. There are actually 2 of these. This one up here, where my pointer is, the pointer for the mouse, and then this one here. This is also an, air quotes again, unsecured, because once you go through security, which is down here, you have another one. Also, the same applies to the cafe. I need to turn the volume down a little more. As you can tell, it gets really loud after a bit, which means I have to turn the volume down quite a lot, or quite a bit, whichever. So now let's continue. Is that better? Yes, it is. Okay, let's continue. We have, so let's see, we have 2 restrooms. It's a nice large restroom. Well, for those that think, I don't have to go yet. Oh, they go by the ATM. Oh yes, I do. They can run in, use it. Then from there, they can wash their hands, whatever they need to do. And right next door is the cafe. They go to the cafe, eat, go in, wash their hands again. Should probably switch sides, but oh well. Then from there, they funnel down into the security area. They go through security. From there, they can go on to the flights. Or if they make it through all of this without having to stop to get food, and they can go to this cafe and get food. Now, one difference between this setup now versus previously is before I had a lot of body scanners through here, and it created a huge bottleneck. Everyone had to go through those. So this system is a lot better. So anyways, of course you have this kitchen which supplies food for this cafe. You have to have the kitchen in order to have the cafe. I do wish that they had like shelves and things for a little shop if you want to do that. Then up on the side you have an electronics vending, a drink machine, food vending machine, then a trash can or a garbage can, and it just repeats all the way up to there. For the queue, I designed it like this to make it where people could still sit down but yet still have enough space for the people to line up in order to get on the plane. With this cafe, you have where you can go in this door. Once you eat, you can go out the side, or vice versa. Or you can go in and out the same door. It has its own kitchen, and this nice restroom. Have the decorative plants because of having glass sliding doors. That way people walking through here, if you want to imagine this, if you want to imagine it was real, then people walking through will not see what's going on in here. So anyways, thank you for the clue to land. We also have the COO and the CFO's offices. All of the gates for this airport are through here, through here. Now on this one, I kind of doped up, and instead of having this queue and agent's desk in here, without thinking, I put it here. Oopsies. Oh well. Not that big of a deal. So now this can be like a little waiting area. Then, when you leave the flight and go to claim your baggage before you leave, you come through here. This will actually be redone. This queue here on the end, that will be redone. So don't worry about it. You come through this way, go down, and then here, if you need to go to the top one, you can. Get your luggage from any of these that you go to. However, these two are the most popular. Most of the luggage go to those two. Then you rush out. By the way, through here, zoom in. I have this set up to where people can go out, but they're not supposed to be able to go back in. Sometimes they do. However, it's where they're not supposed to. Anyways, moving on. Of course, I have the garbage area down at the bottom. Then deliveries and maintenance down there as well. I guess most of these people decide to walk. Okay, that works. Bit unusual, but it works. So let's zoom out a little bit, and we will study this a little bit more. Before, actually yesterday when I was working on this game, behind the scenes obviously, before yesterday I had this runway, and this one. Since then, I added this one. This one was added because I was starting to run into issues where I did not have enough space for the aircraft to land safely. this one here, the strobe ends, the landing sides, I don't want the aircraft to land from the side. I prefer one to land from one way, the other to land from the opposite. That way one plane can go down and up this way, the other down here, up, down, up, and in. But if they don't, not that big of a deal. So anyways, that is a quick look at SimAirport. Hopefully if you like this video, then hopefully you would hit that like button to show your support. Only if you want to, that is. If you like these kinds of videos, please remember to subscribe to this channel for additional updates about games like this, SimAirport or Production Line or any of the other games that I play on this channel. Also, if you have questions, comments, suggestions, or concerns about any of these games, please put those in the comments section below. Again, this is James with Games Etc. wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.